Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum super
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
I was sweating in the fort.
Well, I've got a feeling...
I was with Bianca.
All right. Sorry.
Thanks, Matt.
I know how... No, there shouldn't be how...
Oh, not this again. Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on...
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine.
I could do with a bite to eat.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out.
I'll need some money.
Yeah.
Kunesh.
Well, you're a big
Sure I'll be happy to hear it.
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the cross-guard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in...
You want me to go and pick it up?
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale...
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me an...
What do you think you're...
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you? Right.
I can't wait to...
When did I ever
Right.
Magnificent.
Godspeed.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Well. Now I see you, I hope it will go even better. Are you here to buy?
Indeed I am. Or I'll have nothing to smell. The king won't be soon.
Which king do you mean, Albia? The one
Greetings.
king
Since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzik,
Goodbye.
Fortunately, that's not my problem. Perhaps Sir Radzik is keeping it at the castle until this old unhappy story reaches its end.
I only hope Sigismund doesn't get an appetite for our silver too.
That makes two of us. But back to business. I'll need 3 wagon loads.
What the... Ah, see, your people are working hard. You'll have it tomorrow. Shall we go and drink for the deal?
With pleasure, good man.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because Dietz even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope.
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So are such lords
What's
as
going on here?
Rosenberg.
Deutsch is spouting
Even
shit.
Austrian dukes Albrecht
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear
on
for yourself.
Sigismund's side. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's
Deutsch
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsche a
That's the...
Honest.
Dark at home? A torch will help. Your fields lie fallow? Here's a hoe.
God be with you.
For the winter? Then you'll need a
Good
royal
health to
linen,
you.
delicate velvet, beautiful and functional.
Goodbye.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Dark at home? A torch will help. Your fields lie fallow?
That's a sum I can live with.
Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake. God be with you. God be with you. Fabric, thread, buttons, laces. Come, people, come.
Asparagus that'll cut you in half and cucumbers that'll cure what ails you.
Come on up and take a look.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual. Why are you creeping around like a footpad? So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Nice. Not bad. Again. Nice. Fine. All right. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Fine. Not bad. Again. Good. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Not bad. Again. Nice. Not bad. Again. All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
At least we've no time to get bored.
God be with you, Henry.
What happened to you?
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring. Asparagus
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent...
I've got nothing. Clear up.
You know you owe father.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here.
If that's the way you...
And don't come back.
What's going on there?
Welcome, Henry. Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night. I have it all!
Good health to you.
I feel a lucky throw coming my way. How about you?
Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
Linen fabric, dyed and plain. Something to you.
Why, oh why did I ever agree to this? I lose my shirt again. Lord be praised.
Vegetables, fruits, apples, cucumbers, onions, come get 'em.
Rakes, spades, forks and axes. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
That's all.
Satin, damask, scarlet to please the
Kettles
ladies
for
in
water,
your eyes.
baskets for goods,
Just come right
and
up.
torches for the night. I have it all.
Rakes and hoes for your feet. What else do you need? Come on up and see.
It'll even make your mouth dry like a little rat. Doesn't matter, son.
Come now, fortune favours the brave.
It's good. Handy implements and machines of every kind. Come on up and buy.
We'll see.
Dark at home? A torch will help. Your fields lie fallow? Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
Fabric, thread, buttons, laces. Come, people, come.
Dark at home? A torch will help. Your fields lie fallow? Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
Strong linen, delicate velvet.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
And functional.
Welcome, Henry.
Linen fabric, dyed and plain.
This'll be the
Something
one.
for everyone.
No luck tonight.
Rakes, spades, forks and axes. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
Fabric, thread, buttons, laces. Come, people, come.
That'll do me.
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night. I have it all.
Thread, long and strong to sew up anything you need.
That's it. Cursed luck.
For your house.
Sabbath, scarlet to please the ladies in your eyes. Just come right up.
I might as well go and...
Thread, long and strong to sew up anything you need. Kettles for
Garlic
water,
soup for the winter,
baskets
onion
for goods,
soup for
and
the spring.
torches for the night.
Asparagus.
How can you still... Hang on. It was me that threw that.
Good. Handy implements and machines of every kind. Come on up and buy.
Finished.
How are you, Henry?
All the fields, my fine wares will brighten your every day.
Look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all
Strong linen, delicate velvet, beautiful and functional.
Good health to you, Henry.
Well, of all the fucking... Use your head, man. You'll lose everything.
save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as ever.
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You.
Vaniak.
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin.
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll... Welcome, Henry. Henry!
The Deutsches, man.
Oh, and...
Well,
Goodbye.
About time.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish, so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
That will do. Go and get those damn
Here are
nails.
those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Henry,
Maybe we'll see each other there.
Bring those nails.
Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened? Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out
on!
of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Shut up!
Minél jobban vergődsz, annál rosszabb lesz, Beribont!
Picsába, mi ez? Nyírjátok ki!
Ezt nevezed harcnak? Nahogy a faszba! Hopp! Ja! 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 Ja!
Kibaszok veled!
Gyere, te Gani!
Ja!
Ja! Véged!
Ja! Ja!
Kapsz egyet!
Ja! Ja! A pokolban végzett! Ja!
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Eltaposod, mint egy tetve!
Szétszabdallak, te fostalicska!
Ja! Ja!
Megöllek!
Ja! Kitekerem a nyakat, te nyomoron! Ja! Ja!
Run for it!
Ja!
Tudod, hogy fog végződni? Gyere, Gani!
Ja!
Flee!
Ja! Kibelezlek, te fasz! Ja!
Please!
Run for it! Te fostalicska!
Flee! To Talmberg!
Ja! Kitekerem a nyakat, te nyomoron! Ja!
Eltaposlak, mint egy tetve!
Ja! Ja! Véged lesz! Ja!
Nyisd ki a francba! Ja! Ja!
you Hosenkinder!
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Have you looked into that matter of the boundary dispute?
I have, sir. And it seems Thraka is probably in the right. I don't care much for Thraka myself, sir. But in this case, I think it would be best.
You fled from Skalitz. How did you manage that?
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
They began murdering. They cut down anyone who didn't flee to the castle and destroyed everything in their path.
How terrible. All the saints in heaven must have been...
Damn it, I'm hungry.
You've done well, lad.
I feel quite hungry.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horses. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh, Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
How did you manage that? Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. A fellow by the name of Cunish owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Cunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Cunish still wouldn't cough up the coin.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work, and The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of other...
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person, and I succeeded.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but A woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robot. Didn't...
No, nothing.
Good luck to you.
Why we attacked so quick, so we wouldn't have time.
Město mě vřele vítá ve svém nitru. Nemusím nic skrývat, zde nejsem ničím štván. Navždy zde jsem cizincem, aby si přijel
What's going on?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Scarlets to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt!
Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left a storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a call mate right there now!
Men! And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
What's the matter, laddie?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Take care.
God be with you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege.
Skalitz Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzig did the right thing.
I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God...
Thank you.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Everyone to the Bailey battlement! Quickly, we have visitors!
God be with you. Good luck to you.
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go!
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot! Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg. Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that...
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most...
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is...
Sir Robard, I need to...
What would you do there, lad?
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't...
Take care now. Take care now.
Us all.
They won't come back. Why would they? We'll stay here overnight to be on the safe side and go back to the fields tomorrow.
By tomorrow morning, all our heads will be on spikes.
What in God's name are you on about?
I hear that's what... And worse.
They do nothing of the sort.
Greetings. Good luck, then.
Did you see them horrible forts?
There was I, going along the road, minding my own business, when all of a sudden, I see this purse right there on the ground.
It's terrible.
Will come out of the woods any time now and slaughter us all.
They won't come back. Why would they?
Mother of God.
Sigismund.
And no mistake, that army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker.
Can you tell me?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry, but I saw him by the granary.
God bless.
Good day to you.
That business with...
Aye, that was a good...
Farewell.
Mother of God. You look like you've been assaulted.
Goodbye.
My respects to you.
What do you think about that?
I'm glad them people were saved, though.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzik, because he's Wenceslas's hetman. And Skalitz is two birds with one stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, won't we?
By the way, Henry, I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things.
Sir Divish certainly put Sigurd.
You're right there. That's Sir Divish for you. May God grant him long life.
Can you tell me where I...
Someone to do... Take care now.